What's going on, everybody? Doc and Sloth, we're back, and the Rocket League Autumn update is here, and it's a good one, guys and ladies out there. So hang with us. We're gonna play some twos, and we're just gonna chat about it, and hopefully play a little bit of decent Rocket League on the side.
Well, the first thing that I think is extremely noticeable on the Xbox version of this game is, holy cow, we have a decent frame rate.
Yes, we
Not
do.
just a decent one, but a good one. Oh, and except for right there, that
And
was totally
and
frame
we're
rate.
still
So
getting
I
used to
didn't
it.
I didn't miss that. um, I have played intermittently on the PC past few months, and I honestly liken this experience of Xbox Rocket League right now to some PC play. It's actually quite nice. I do play on a decent little monitor that I think helps kind of render some resolution and some frame rate, but it's pretty great. I'm actually really enjoying it. This is something that I think has really been keeping Xbox Rocket League kind of behind the eight ball compared to our PC and PS4 counterparts, and that'll be really nice.
Yeah, we talked about it. Not only looks better, obviously the FPS helps make it feel nice and smooth, and there's been there is still a little bit if you play on PC. I don't know if or Xbox. I don't know if this is a PC or a PlayStation issue, but sometimes there was some frame rate flipping, or you get a little bit of lag, or kind of jagged picture. I've gotten that just a little bit. Been playing for quite a few hours since the update came out, but honestly, nothing, super terrible, and not nearly as bad as it used to be. So it seems like whatever they did, I think. I'm no tech wizard by any means, but it seems like whatever they did to kind of modify the maps, synchronize everything. I think, obviously adding in the transparent goalposts, which is 100% my favorite thing about this update. I think all that stuff just came together, and it's running smooth. It feels really good.
And I actually may have a little bit of kind of an answer to that. In the patch notes, they did say that VSync was not always working properly
Hmm.
for the Xbox version of the game. So we would end up with kind of screen tearing, which is something that happens a lot. So if you're not familiar, VSync it stands for V-synchronization, which is, or I guess I should say vertical synchronization, to kind of match the frame rate with what you're seeing and kind of have a smoother experience, sometimes at the expense of resolution. Now, what basically they've done is they've just focused more on frame rate than on the resolution, and I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
So that is supposed to cut down on the tearing, the screen tearing and stuff like that, and the clipping. So hopefully, um, that's kind of a decent answer for you with that. The other big thing that I mean that has happened is map optimization. They've kind of cut down all of the extraneous silly stuff in the back. We still have a great, I think, ambiance to a lot of our maps, but some of the things that was just dedicating too much hardware for stuff that we would just never see has been optimized, has been changed, and I think that's a big portion of it because right now our hardware that's dedicated for the game to run well and smoothly is no longer dedicated on just kind of silly extraneous stuff. We're actually getting good quality graphics that are really focused more on quality of play, which I think is probably a pretty good idea.
Yeah, whatever magical wizard jujubes they used, I'm not mad at them at all. I'm gonna go ahead and just score this right now.
I wanted the demo so bad. But yeah, I mean that's been the biggest thing for me is the frame rate is fantastic. It's really really nice. Makes this a really enjoyable experience,
And
and it's
hopefully,
to me it's just kind of a game changer.
yeah, hopefully more enjoyable to watch. Not many people watch our Rocket League videos, but if you do and you think it looks nice, let us know. Oh, I suck.
Just don't let us know
Yeah. No,
about that play
no.
right
Well,
there.
I mean,
Um,
I knew that was
dude kind of flailed in, and I just gave him zero respect for that touch. But the other cool thing is we've got all these new free items that are coming in, and I know we talked to some folks that were kind of like, we were told about 90, and we got like 15. Important to remember that that stuff is going to include uncommon drops and rare item drops and all that stuff. So we won't be getting 90 straight out of the gate. We won't quite be pulling all of those, but we will get about 15 or so. A lot of them are banners, so you don't have to use your season reward banner that you got. Hopefully you're able to take pride in whatever it is that you pulled. But if you don't want to use it or just don't like it or whatever, you can always use something else.
Yeah. I honestly don't think they look bad. They did just like 2 days before the update came out talked about how they were adding additional ones that were not dragon themed, which I think made a lot of people really happy. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
What a save.
And I think that I got a text from Doc. Oh yikes! I'm just not even gonna touch it. That's awkward. I actually got a text from Doc while I was at work that said they really do listen, and it was it was just showing the different emblems instead of dragons, and I think that's cool. They kind of doubled up. They said you're gonna get the dragons, like them or not, you're gonna get them, but you don't have to use them, and it doesn't have to be the only thing you get. And I think that was a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I'll be rocking the bronze because that's my level of play.
Yep. It wasn't that game. No, but I like I said, I think it was good. I think that was probably one of the things out of all of it that I think a lot of people disagreed with. They just didn't like the style of it. Banners, whether you like them or not, they are a new customization item, and it is cool. I think it's a great way to show off the rank. And now you don't have to have some swirly dragon. Honestly, like platinum and up, they really do look pretty good. Like I would, if I had any of those, I would totally probably throw them on. But instead I don't. So
this is where I'd keep my good rewards if I had any. I miss Fairly Odd Parents. That's actually a pretty valid point. And for the second season in a row, I feel like the diamond reward is the coolest reward there is. The dragon for diamond looks just super cool. The platinum's not bad. You see the platinum there on Ponosaurus, but I think the diamond is honestly cooler. But I'm definitely gonna rock the champ dragon just to kind of like make people angry because nobody likes it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have an inner troll going on, I guess.
You should. I like it.
I'm not going for the ball. I'm going for people.
I saw that. It worked though.
The aerial demo is pretty great. You got that?
No. But you do.
I got you, bro. I got you, dog.
This is so good. Look at that.
Just like
look at that, dude.
Look at his car was so flat. He just went right under it. I love the Animus, man, but that's why I couldn't use it anymore.
Yep.
It was just I was struggle bussing. Tell you what though, that car can boom some shots.
Yes, it can. Got a good old hitbox on her. I'd like some boost at some point here. That'd be great.
Ooh, I'd like a better touch than that. I'm gonna fall back. Yeah, it's my bad.
Yeah, it's all good. So, additionally with the update, this is one thing I'm really actually hoping one of the two of us will get really lucky. We obviously do get a new crate. So the accelerator crate, I've been playing for probably 5 hours and I still don't have one. I get an overdrive crate, and I think you got, did you get a turbo crate earlier?
Yeah, I got a turbo.
So our crate luck continues as it has been, and seems to every time these updates come out. And probably like 2 games after we finish recording this, we'll have one, which will be even more infuriating. I don't know if you're up for that. You are, which is awesome. You're just so good.
Oh, that's super unfortunate. That guy was really well positioned. He just didn't get the power on it. Yeah, we'll get it immediately, and then we'll both be happy about it, and then cry. Yep. It's just the way it'll go.
When we open it and don't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's pretty standard. These guys in platinum are running fake kickoffs. You do you guys. You do you.
We also obviously
He hit me from the side.
We also obviously do get a soft reset on the ranks, which I think was one thing in the last season that a ton of people asked for. And again, Psyonix, the team, the devs, they are listening. They're listening to the community. I think again, a lot of people wanted it. I know I did. I needed a fresh start, and I mean, very very welcome. And it's showing right here because I don't deserve to be here. So playing a footsie with
Well,
this guy.
and yeah, oh, that's really sad. I had a wide open goal. They according to the patch notes, if you win half of your placement games, you should end up right exactly where you were before.
Nice.
So that tells me that the soft reset is, if it actually follows through like that, if it actually does what it's intended to do, that it's exactly a soft reset.
Yep.
We've kind of been wondering in the past, how soft the resets were, but that it's perfect. If you've got your system dialed up like that, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Yep. And I do hope, and I think the reason a lot of people were asking for it is, I think it's in an attempt to make it so it's less jarring at the beginning of this season for a lot of players. And if you were, to get you set, to get you in the right league, the right. I'm too much talking when I'm trying to score here. I really had to focus there. Just get you in the right rank, so that your games feel like you can make steady progress. And I think that's the most important thing for a lot of players. I know, at least for me, I'm not, anywhere near old Slethalopoulos' talent here, but for me, I just wanted to be able to be in consistent games and always feel like I had a chance. And sometimes it's hard to kind of readjust if you go on a little bit of a losing streak and you drop some ranks. Sometimes it's hard to really earn those back, but at the same token, if you end up getting a little bit too high, I felt like the same situation could happen, where you're obviously being outplayed, and then they're putting you against opponents that are just way too difficult, and there's no consistency in game, really in game after game, especially if you were on a win streak. So
Yeah,
hopefully this will
and
help.
well, what we started to see is the more matches you have played, the harder it is to rank up
Yep.
without these soft resets. So I think at one point, threes are definitely my game. Getting back into threes, and it's like Diamond 3 Division 1, and we win. I want to say it was 2 or 3 games in a row, and we lost one, and I instantly D'd down.
Yep.
And it was just like I need like 3 games to make up for every one loss,
Right.
or I need 3 wins, pardon me, to make up for every one loss, and that sucks. That's just, it doesn't seem particularly fair,
Yeah.
because it would make sense that, yikes, if you're winning 50% of the time, then you're right where you need to be.
Right.
Because you're going up, you're going down, up and down, and up and down, so you're right where you should be. But if you're winning 3 times as often as you're losing, and you're still kind of finding it very difficult to move anywhere, that's not working as intended. That's
Right.
not good.
Yeah, I agree, and that's
Oh, that's a miss.
similar frustrations with a lot of it. Again, I mean, you want to rank up, you want to be competitive, you want to have fun, and that was the part for me too. Bees was just that, that system wasn't fun to try to grind at. It wasn't fun to try to progress at, because if you had an off day, everybody's going to have an off day. This is a very skill focused game. If you have an off day where you're just not feeling it and you lose a couple games in a row, I mean, that's just going to set you back, and for some people, it just set them back permanently. And it was really hard to recover from that.
Yeah, I think that's 100% true. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is if we can hop out to the main menu, the UI. The user interface looks fantastic
Yeah, it
now.
does.
The news is actually news. We've got a community spotlight. We have the RLCS in latest stuff. We've got the things about the update in a general sense. In our autumn update is here, and then we also have in specific things that are coming in. So incoming goalpost transparency, and obviously that's what we got. But there's just so much more information being conveyed, and according to the patch notes, you can hit Y and hide your news, and when you come back, if that news is updated, it will automatically pop the news back up. So you can collapse that, and you can keep it collapsed, knowing that I don't have to check this because the game is going to notify me when something new comes up.
Yes.
And I think that is super cool as well.
Awesome. I had to show off. I don't think we did justice to these transparent goal posts. You can see, I just jumped into training real quick. You can see me in the goal right now, and you can see the field of view. I mean, you can see very clearly the boost right there in the corner. I mean, you can see the outside. It is absolutely awesome. This is really, really neat. And the coolest part about it is kind of how it shades in and out. Kind of hard to tell on the fringes, but you can see, especially the blue line at the very side of it, this a little bit here, how it's kind of becoming transparent and not. I think that's really neat. And then as always, this is probably not the best map because you can kind of see through here, but the view from the outside is just as it would be normally. And I love this. This is by far, I had to show this off, by far my favorite part of this entire update, 100%. Until I get a crate and, get sad about it, because that's going to be what happens. So the autumn update is here. As you can tell, we're really excited. We're excited to get back into it. Hopefully we'll keep up the 2s, and maybe Sloth can get some 3s going for you at some high level as well. And we do want to bring it to you. And absolutely, as soon as we get a little bit of a stockpile of crates, I think might try to do a little bit of a crate opening video as well. So appreciate all the support to the channel. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the autumn update. And if you are, let us know down below. Let us know what your favorite thing about the new update is. And as always, we'll also be covering all of the RLCS action that we'll be having over the weekends as well. So stay tuned. Doc and Sloth, Average Gamer guys, thanks as always for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.